radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Might be one of the hardest beats in the history of the world. Yes, sir. We got to let that beat drop first before we get back to the show. Boom Crusher! Yes, sir. Drop that beat. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, Man Talk Monday. Ballers and Busters, Game Balls and Goats, talking a lot of basketball, obviously. Game 5 tonight in the NBA Finals. I never thought we'd look at Game 5 as the end of the series. I didn't see that coming for a long shot, but it's very, very possible that will happen tonight. So we will see. But let's talk a little bit of entertainment news here on the Doug Stewart Show. Once again, today's date is, June 13th? Yeah, June 13th, 2016. And the year's just flying by, man. Just absolutely incredible. Celebrating his 27th birthday today is center for the Miami Heat, Hassan Whiteside. You talk about a ninja about to make some money? Happy birthday, youngin'. 27 years old. Yeah, he about to get paid. Congratulations to that young man on, having one of those ashy to classy stories. Said this man was bagging groceries or something, playing in a bunch of different, little, small NBL leagues or types leagues like that, and found his way into the NBA and has made the most of it. Happy birthday to Hassan Whitesides. Also celebrating his 57th birthday today, former coach for the Atlanta Falcons, Mike Smith, who I believe is the all-time winningest coach in Falcons history. That's really not saying a lot, though. We just talked about the Falcons. So that's it. We pretty much didn't have any other birthdays. And also, a couple of entertainment stories, man, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I thought about it when T said it in the chat room, and he's exactly right. I had planned to get into a lot more details about, the Game of Thrones last night, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spoil the party for everybody that didn't see it last night. I got to remember that most people, just like me, they go back and watch stuff now. The DVR and, on demand is such a big part of our TV viewing experience that, people set their calendar around watching the show after it happens. It's not like back in the day where you had to see it or your ass wasn't going to see it again till reruns. So I got to be mindful of that, man. And I apologize if I've ever ruined it for somebody in the past on a TV show. But let me just say this. Aria won last night. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about the series in the episode last night. Aria won. Yes! I'm sorry to get more into it, but just know that she won. I mean, I didn't say nothing more than that. What? Huh? And also, yesterday evening, as I mentioned earlier, I got caught up on the first episode of O.J. Simpson, Made in America. Phenomenal. I mean, I just said in the last segment, that's what they do at ESPN. They got huge budgets, man. They got huge budgets to do these documentaries and hire film crews and cameramen to go over, all over the country and film. It's just tremendous, man. And it basically took you back to O.J. Simpson when he was at USC. And this is a documentary, so this is nothing that I'm not spoiling. But they went into depth about the climate of America at the time with the civil rights movement, O.J. on this lily white campus at USC, the relationship between him and his friends, growing up in San Francisco and the projects in San Francisco. Very, very interesting stuff, man. Once again, I'm not spoiling anything. I don't think it's a documentary. You can't spoil a documentary because it's documented. You can just go on Wikipedia right now and see it. This isn't spoiling a surprise in a TV show. But it was very good, man, and it really, really, they had a bunch of OJ's friends talking about him and how he was as a person, and they kind of introduced at the very end of it, him just meeting Nicole, which was crazy, man. Nicole, his ex-wife, the one that was brutally murdered, many people believe OJ did it. He met Nicole when she was 18 years old. OJ was rocking the damn cradle. I think they were married when she was 18. I believe that's what they said. That they were married within like a couple of weeks or months. And this is when OJ was still married to his first wife. So very interesting stuff, man. You need to check it out. I can't wait for episode 2. I think it comes on tomorrow night. And it'll actually be on ESPN tomorrow night, night 1. And it didn't matter to me, but night 1 was on ABC. So it's a big, big thing, man. It's a big, big thing, this 5-part series, man, and you're going to get to see behind the scenes from a lot of stuff, man, and OJ's been in jail for many, many years and years, and the big thing that I really like from episode 1, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, many, many times I've said it on this show and even on the 2 Live Stews, that as big as Michael Jordan is and Kobe Bryant's been and LeBron's been, man, ain't nobody was bigger than O.J. Simpson. Nobody, no athlete, no black athlete in particular, has been as popular and as big as O.J. Simpson in the 70s. And I always talk about how when I was a kid and you were a running back, every kid wanted to wear number 32 for O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, I mean, he had a cool name and everything. The Juice. The Juice. Man, the Juice was the baddest man walking the face of earth. You asked a little 7-year-old kid from a little town in South Carolina. And if you got to wear number 32 as a running back, man, that stated that you were the man. And I wore the number 32, I think, 3 or 4 years. Shut up, I did! But it really focused on how O.J. Simpson was literally the first black pitchman from sports in media ever, as far as advertising. The first. And you remember the commercials, the Hertz commercials running through the airport. Like, literally, I remember, seeing those commercials and, just in awe of the great O.J. Simpson. And when you watch the film of this dude, man, O.J. he kind of glided You know, I mean, he was just so pretty. The prettiest running back that I think I've ever seen in my life, man, still to this day. You know who else was a pretty running back? And I'm not talking about literally. I'm talking figuratively, obviously. But the only person behind OJ that I can remember was close to as pretty as OJ when he had the ball was Eric Dickerson. Dickerson was real smooth when he had the ball, but nobody was as pretty as when the Juice had that ball and he broke loose. And OJ was like a world-class sprinter as well, man. And so the big thing that really I was happy to see last night in this documentary, and I always talk about the greenhorns that listen to this show, and the greenhorns are people like, age of 30 or under. And you probably didn't get it. If you were very, very young and there was this big deal about this trial in 1995 about O.J. Simpson, you probably didn't get it because you didn't live during the era of O.J. Simpson. That was your period where you remember him. But I'd always said, and said it many, many times on this show and on the Two Live Stews, that O.J. was the biggest thing since sliced bread, man. I mean, he was everywhere. Commercials. A black man had a commercial? What? And then he had the 2,000 yards in 14 games. The man was mythical-like. And to go from that to what happened in 1995 was shocking to America. It was incredible. And I think they did a great job of showing that, man, last night, or this first episode of O.J. Simpson Made in America. I can't see what they do for an ongoing episode 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can't wait to see that, man. But Ball Award to ESPN, the Puppet Factory, on the first episode of that documentary. Man, the Juice was big shit. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to cuss like that. But OJ was a big deal. I mean, he was a huge deal, man. He was a huge deal. 2,000 yards in 14 games. Now, me, another cat that used to wear OJ's number, as I just mentioned, that wore the number 32 as a kid. I had several, and this is not a lie. This is not a lie. Shut up, it's not a lie. Shut up, it's not a lie what I'm about to say here. And I'm not playing, I'm not being tongue-in-cheek, I'm not embellishing at all. I had several 3,000-yard seasons in Little League. I did! I did. Ask my cousin Don. I can get my cousin Don on the phone right now. I had my own statistician. I had several 3,000-yard seasons for the Monkscorner Cowboys in 1978 and 79. +30, 40+ touchdown seasons. I did. And it was all because I was inspired by the Juice. Thank you. The Juice is on the loose. Man, that man was big cheese, man. He was big cheese. All right, when we get back from the break, speaking of OJ, the Buffalo Bills, and football, we'll do a little bit of NFL news and notes. And I'll read more of your chat. Continue to talk about NBA Finals, Game 5 tonight. Cannot wait to see it. Problem with the NBA Finals for me, though. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit later. Man, don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show coming back.
Hey, Vince Wright here. Sports Done Right is my show. And make sure you're listening on Wednesdays on SME. The Sports Gov, Sports Done Right, SME. Three things that go great together.
What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have